my birthday. Today's February 25th. I turned 27. And I want to make a video basically speaking about what I've learned in my 20s that really mold me into the person I am now. So, as I'm getting ready to go to dinner with my friends, I really wrote down some things that I really want to talk about that I've really noticed about myself and my growth throughout the years. And granted, I'm only 27, but I really felt like I learned a lot throughout my years in my 20s, even though I got 3 more years to go until I'm 30. But let's get into it, because yeah, and I got a cold. Not a cold, let me not say a cold, like my voice is itchy, and yeah, but let's get into it. So when it comes down to what I've learned in my 20s, I could say number one is, I wrote down if you see me looking down, is don't be in a committed relationship too early. I feel like I've missed out on so many experiences in my life when it came down to hanging out with friends and going out more. And I felt like I needed to leave room in my life for friends. And you know, when you're young, you get into a relationship and all you think about is that person, and that's okay, because you know it's the lovey-dovey stage. But I feel like don't do that for too long. I feel like you have to leave room for independency. You have to leave room for like your friends, your girls, because God forbid you and that person, you know, are no longer together. You're gonna be lonely, and you're gonna be like, damn, I regret not leaving room for my friends and building friendships and continuing friendships. Because it's like, bro, all my relationship was just about me and him, but now that we're not together, I got to start over with friendship. And it happens to the best of us, because it's like we are human. And I could really be transparent, that definitely happened to me. I was all about my significant other at the time, and I didn't leave any room to chill, hang out with my friends, have girl time, go out to eat, have movie dates, have girl dates, like, you know, those things. And that is not healthy. And once that I realized that, when I got older and once I got out of my relationship, I realized the importance of having people besides their significant other. And that could be family too, because I know a lot of people that once they're in a relationship, they go ghost to their families as well. Like, people haven't heard from you in months, and whatever the case may be, because you just, you know, cuffed up, and that's totally fine. But what's not fine is neglecting your independence as well. I felt like I also neglected my independence, not for long, but for a certain time. Like, I wasn't putting myself first at the time. It was just always me, him. And at a certain time, I was like, yeah, we gotta stop. Like, we gotta get back to business, you feel me? So yeah. So I could say number one is don't get into a committed relationship too quickly. Because to be honest, when it comes down to, I put it the wrong time. When it comes down to being in a committed relationship, I feel like in our early 20s, or even when we leave high school, our high school sweetheart, like, oh, that's been my man since we was in high school, we going to college together, whatever the case may be. I feel like don't jump into something so quickly either. And I think that's what something I did. And I was young. I learned from my mistakes. But I feel like that's something I should zoom in. Guys, have to see my makeup. Zoom in. Yeah, so I feel like that's something I learned, like, because I feel like once you get into a relationship quickly, you're not really knowing the person, and things start to change, you feel me? So I'd rather you date in your 20s, and if you do want to be in a committed relationship and you feel like that person's the one, then that person's the one. But I'm just saying, leave room for growth, leave room for just, I feel like your 20s are supposed to be knowing yourself and know what you want to do with your career, your life, whatever the case may be. So, yeah. Number 2, I said, save your money. Oh my God. In your 20s, child, I feel like that's the time where you should save your money. Save your money. Save your money. Child, there's so many things I felt like I spent so much money on when it came down to nonsense. But I ain't gonna lie, there's still things that I've used that I felt like serves me to this day. But child, I feel like saving your money is a game changer. Like having a savings account, investing, something, you feel me? Something, cause child, I'm telling you, it is beneficial. It is beneficial. It is very beneficial. I feel like know what you want to save your money on. Whether it's getting a car, moving out, something. Save your money. Invest your money. Put your money in savings that you know, like, once you put the money in your savings, you know your money is going to grow. Like, they're going to give you interest type stuff. You feel me? And that's okay. Like, don't get me wrong. In your 20s, I feel like if you don't got no crazy responsibility, like having a baby, tuition or whatever, and you feel like, damn, like I really just want to splurge, okay, splurge. But just know, you're going to get older. And it's going to be time where the things that matter to you in your early 20s will definitely not matter to you in your late 20s. So be mindful of what you spend your money on. Ooh. Sorry. Yeah. So whatever you spending your money on in your early 20s, I guarantee you, you won't give a damn about in your late 20s. You won't. Like, I guarantee you. You will not care. Like, you will not care in your late 20s. You won't. I guarantee you, you won't. You will not give a damn. And I feel like people be like, oh, you only have one life to live, right? I get that. But be responsible. Because there's going to be a time where you are going to have to age, which everybody does every year. We age. And there's going to be times where, like, you really want something. Like, you really want to accomplish something. Or you want to invest into your job. Or you want to move into a different state. Something that you know, like, yeah, it's time for me to get the hell up out of here. But you can't leave if you don't got no coins. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't leave if you don't got no coins. That doesn't make any sense. Like, you cannot leave if you don't got no coins. And people think like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy this Louis bag, I'm gonna buy this and that. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, I'm gonna buy these Giuseppe's. If you want to buy it, buy it. If you want to spend your money on it, spend your money on it. Who am I to say not to? But all I'm just saying is leave room to know, like, yo, it's time for me to stop playing around and save my damn bread. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Alright, so quick story time. When I was in college, I went to Mega Evans College in Brooklyn, New York. My first major was nursing because everybody in my family does nursing. And I'm Haitian, if I didn't let you guys know. Your girl is Haitian. And everybody in my family is either RNs, nurse practitioners, LPNs, the whole nine, right? See, what people don't let you know, well, I can't say what people don't let you know. In my household, as for women in the Caribbean, that's all we need. That's all we know is nurses. If you want to become a doctor, oh, that's the extra. Or you trying to make your parents really, really, really proud of you. But, child, for nursing, honey, nursing wasn't for me. And I really had to realize in my 20s, one thing I realized about is like, I need to figure out what I'm passionate about. And I knew at the time, nursing was not my passion. Nursing was just something I was doing for my family just to say, hey, I'm doing nursing. But it wasn't something I wanted to do. Like, I did not want to do that. Like, I'm letting you know, your girl was forced. I'm letting you know, I was forced. Your girl was forced. Like, I was forced. It wasn't something I enjoyed doing. I hate science. I'm cool with math, but science? Science? Huh. Science? Huh. Anatomy? Biology? Yeah. Chemistry? Yeah. Adeline was a no-go, baby. I was a no-go. Don't tell me nothing about science. And it got to the point of when I was in college that I figured out, oh yeah, I hate science. So I remember I switched my major from nursing to psychology, and I was in that major for a year before I graduated from that major, right? If you hear me sniffling, like I said, I got a cold, right? So your girl didn't tell her family squat. Like, I ain't tell them nothing, okay? I ain't say nothing about nothing, okay? Nothing about nothing. Until it was time for me to apply for graduation. And they was like, yeah, your name is about to be, they're going to call your name out in psychology. So I had to make a decision like, yo, if my family comes to my graduation, what am I going to tell them? Hey, how y'all guys doing? I switched my major from nursing to psychology. In a Haitian household, that wasn't going to go well. Alright? That was not going to go well. So, okay, I think I zoomed out too far. So yeah, that wasn't going to go well. Just know your girl was shitting bricks. So when it was time for me to tell them, because graduation, I told them in 2019. I was graduating in 2020 during the pandemic. So granted, it wasn't even that big of a deal to me, but my parents flipped out. Well, the woman in my family flipped out. They were like, psychology doesn't even have money in that field. What are you doing? Child, they cursed me the hell out. And that was my passion. Psychology was my passion. Like, I love working with young adults. I love working with high school students. I love being a counselor. That's my passion. Like, I love giving back to the youth. Me being a nurse, yeah, that was nothing. That was no. That was, yeah, no. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Nursing? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I had to make a decision like, yo, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? Because I wanted to do something that was going to make me happy. Something that I was looking forward to. Because, like I said, nursing was not for me. Like, I hated it. Like, I didn't want to do it. And I knew I was only doing it to get approval from my family. So I made a decision to follow my passion. And what I'm doing now is my passion. I work with young adults in a high school. So it's like, I'm doing what I love to do. And that's why I feel like in your 20s, you should do too. Like, you should really follow your dreams, follow your passion, follow your heart, and work hard. Y'all might think like, oh, there's no money in certain things. You just gotta pick up the pace and make money out of it, to be honest. Ooh. Okay? Because let me tell you something. Not everything is easy. It's gonna be hard. It is, but hey, you gotta make a sacrifice. And that sacrifice for me was changing my major and getting cursed out from my family. So that's my passion. Working with young youth. So find your passion. Find what you love. Do what you love. Despite of what people's thinking of. Do what you love. And last thing I want to say when it comes down to being in your 20s, don't stop being afraid of having new experiences and creating new friends. I hate the saying of no new friends, no new friends. I get that. You don't want not everybody, like you want your circle small or whatever. But I'm not saying these people have to be your immediate friends. What I mean by that is learn how to accept people and get to know people. Don't be afraid to have new people in your life, because new people could teach you things and you could also teach them something too. So don't be afraid of of having new friends. I feel like having new friends is very important. Having new friends is very important because you never know. Like, you could be connected with your new friend more than you ever with anybody, a friend that you had for over a decade. Like, you just never know. So I always tell people that, like, you never know. You never know. Having new friends and creating new relationships in your life is the best thing you could ever give yourself. Because, like I said, you never know who you might meet in your life. You never know. And I'm so happy that I've learned how to experience new things and have an open mind to certain things. Because one thing about Adeline, I'm very shy. And when it comes down to meeting new people, before I was like, yo, I used to be like, if I didn't grow up with you, if we didn't go to the same school, if we didn't do this, if we didn't do that, I can't mess with you. And I was very close-minded. I was like, yo, that's really dumb to say, because it's like, you never know. You never know who can help you. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I grew out of that and I've met beautiful people and built so much beautiful relationships, I'm happy to say that those relationships I built was so strong. And I'm so happy that I stopped being close-minded. I'm so happy that I built relationships that are to this day beautiful, monumental, and yeah. Let me just brush this out. So when it comes down to that, I really wanted to share like what I've learned. And the fact, like I said, I might be young. Yes, I get it. I might be young. I understand. But one thing I can say is that I'm so happy that I'm able to see another year on the sun. And I'm just happy to know that I have people around me that love me, that wants to see me do great, and that wants me to succeed in life. 20s are, I feel like my 20s was a year of me to learn new things, have new adventures, and just be happy for what I've already accomplished and things I've already done for myself. And I am so happy to see the age of 27. I don't know what this year has in store for me. I just bought myself a new Jeep, 2024. That was a gift to myself. I'm so happy for that. And as you can see, I got my apartment last year. So it's like, I'm happy with what I accomplished. I just know I want to take YouTube to a different level, which I am. And yeah, Like I said, I don't know where this year is gonna take me. I don't know what we're gonna do. But I don't know. They picked up more combo. Sure did. Yeah, I picked up one combo. But I'm gonna fix that. This hair color looks so nice on me. I'm gonna fly iron it. Ooh, child. Let's get both. Alright, guys. So I am done. If you see like my arms is like this, because my friends didn't come up and zip me up. So yeah. But that is all for this get ready with me, what I've learned in my 20s type of video. I just want to share what I've learned and what I've dealt with, and it might not be a big deal so much, but I just realized that I felt I want to be who I am, the woman I am today, without me going through the trials and tribulations I have, what I've learned in my early 20s and my mid 20s as well. Like I said, granted I'm only 27, but I felt like the woman that's in front of you now wouldn't be in front of you today, if that makes kind of sense. Like, it molded me and shaped me to the person that I am, granted, and needs to be. So happy birthday to me. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you.